This show's been fantastic. I encourage you to go download it on the podcast. Make sure you don't miss a single minute. All you have to do is search out my name or Outkick, and soon Jason Whitlock, who is with me now, will have his own podcast, and you guys are going to absolutely love that. I've been teasing a stat for a while, Jason Whitlock, and I want to hit you with this as a guy who believes that high school football was emblematic of the person that you became. It's become so partisan in our country. Playing football, if you are in a state with a Republican governor, there is a 25 out of 26 state chance that you will be playing. Now, there's still some to be determined officially, but so far the only Republican governor not allowing football to be played in the state is in Maryland, okay? If you happen to live in a Democratic state with a Democratic governor, 15 out of 22 of those states are not playing this fall. How in the world, Jason Whitlock, did we reach a place where whether or not you are allowed to play football is a function of what political party, to a large extent, your governor is?
That's a crazy stat. And, you know, I hope it's not this simple, but it might be. It's just part of the Trump derangement. And all decisions by Democrats seem to be based on, does this help or hurt Trump? And, you know, hurting Trump is the priority. And let's take away as many things as possible so we can argue that this is the worst presidency in the history of America. And so let's shut down the economy and create, you know, depression-level unemployment. Let's lock everybody inside their homes, and you got to wear a mask, and you can't do anything. And look, maybe that's all pandemic-driven. I don't know. I think it's a bit of an overreaction. But, you know, no kids in school, no football. Let's just make life as miserable as possible. And it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you argued and bought into the belief day one of his election that America was going to be the worst it's ever been, then you got to make that happen. You don't want to. If you were wrong about the election results on that election night, you don't want to be wrong about your prediction of what was going to happen in the aftermath of it. And so it appears people are doing whatever they can to make that reality come true. And it's sad that people's lives are hanging in the balance. And anytime you don't just annihilate President Trump, you're accused of, you're a Trump supporter and you're alt-right or you're racist or you're a sellout. Man, I am just an American that has never cared that much for politics, never thought whoever the president was going to make a difference in my life. I've lived that way for 53 years. Nothing changed the day Trump got elected. I'm going to go out and make sound, good decisions and work hard and kind of make the assumption I'm going to be all right. But some people just aren't built that way, and politics has become so important here in this country that people just seem really, really invested in making America as miserable as it possibly can be, and hopefully, I guess, on the promise that after November 3rd, we'll go back to normal, and if Trump's out of here, we'll go back to normal. But I just don't know if you can put this toothpaste back in the bottle.
Yeah, I don't know either, and it's just crazy to me when I think about all the kids out there that are desperately working hard to try to play high school football or any other high school sport for that matter this fall, and whether or not they can do it has nothing at all to do with necessarily anything other than blatant, raw, ridiculous politics. You can go look at those states up at Outkick.com. I wrote about it. You can search it out yourself. Appreciate all of you hanging out with us.